Hello, my brothers and sisters. How is my global family? Hello, everybody. Happy Earth Day. Today is our day to connect with Pachamama and share her message, share her ceremony. And even more powerful is our new moon ceremony. And every time we have a cycle of new moon and full moon, we're going to begin a new cycle of healing. And we complete it in the full moon. So we're going with these healing waves of energy that we're doing just to help the planetary process. I will begin by greeting our sacred Pachamama, our ancestral forces, our spiritual allies, our guides, our guardians. Santa Misa Vilka Misa. Pachamama Nusta. To all of our Apus, mountain spirits of light who are with us right now, to our sacred Mother Earth, Pachamama, in her day, to the sacred goddess, our Mother Moon, and to all the goddesses. They're with us in ceremony right now. I wanted to share with you today a very special medicine, the medicine of the hummingbird. We have been in a lot of processes going up and down, going many waves. We have so many of our brothers and sisters suffering and struggling right now. Still a lot of fear, still a lot of heavy energy, and we will transform all of that from where we are. Throughout the planet, my brothers and sisters, we will share today different medicines of the animal kingdom that will help us go through these processes in a better way. Thank you for your intentions. Thank you for your messages that you send me about highlighting in this ceremony. All of it is already included. All of it is already in our prayers. We are not doing a despacho ceremony, the offering to Mother Earth, that is done in a special way only in the most important months, in the most important equinox, solstice times. Right now, because of this process, we actually don't have access to all the supplies that we need to prepare our despacho ceremony. So for some of you who had sent prayers and intentions for the despacho, I will be preparing one on the 21st of June in our winter solstice here, and I will definitely include all of that for you in that despacho. This one is the mesa work, which is our medicine bundle, our altar. I will be sharing with you how we work with it. For those of you who have a lot of family, relatives, friends that are ill with the virus, we're going to send powerful healing energy to them right now. The main part of our ceremony tonight is to rise our frequency of vibration. Not to let it come in a low frequency ever again. We are powerful warriors. We are powerful guardians, stewards of life energy on this planet. And we must share this powerful medicine that we are. There are infinite ways in which we can bring the awakening, in which we can support our family and community throughout the planet. So we're gonna learn tonight about some simple rituals that we can use to raise this vibration, to raise this frequency. As people are joining us in this sacred ceremony, infinite blessings for all of you. I want to start sharing the powerful medicine that we will access today, which is the medicine of the hummingbird. The hummingbird is a very sacred animal for us. It's one of the 4 main animal powers that we have in the 4 directions. In our altar, in each direction, we have the condor, the puma, the serpent, and the hummingbird. This sacred animal is a very powerful medicine for you because the hummingbird always goes to the flower. The medicine of the hummingbird is its heart is free. It always sees beauty. So when we connect with the hummingbird medicine, we are accepting that there is beauty everywhere. In the midst of crisis, in the midst of suffering and struggle, there is a flower. We need to look for it. We need to find beauty in every person. We need to find beauty in every situation. That is the power of the hummingbird. The hummingbird flies free and always looks for the flower. But finding the flower is not enough. The medicine of the hummingbird is you have to get the juice out of it. You have to get its essence. So when we work with the hummingbird medicine, we need to find beauty in the midst of all this situation, of all these processes, of all these crises. And there is, believe me, a whole garden for us. And in this garden, we're going to find all these flowers filled with delicious essence, nectar of new life for us. In times when there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of suffering, this is the best medicine for us. So when you find a good, when you find beauty, when you find the flower in every situation, in every person, means you need to see beyond the masks. You need to see beyond the veils. There's no such a thing as everything is hard process, everything is suffering. We live in the world of polarities. We live in the world of dimensions. We can't see everything in only one dimension. If we do that, we will suffer. If we do that, we limit ourselves and our consciousness does not expand. We must see everything in an interdimensional way because we are interdimensional beings. So in the dimension of finding the flower, you have to see what is actually serving you about this process, what is actually good for you, for your health, for your well-being, for your growth, for your awakening, for your evolution. Find that flower and get the juice out of it. Get the wisdom, get the epiphanies, get the awakening from it. This is the medicine of the hummingbird. You have to be fierce. You have to be free in order to arrive to the flower. And once you arrive to the flower is there for you, ready for it with its nectar, ready for you to take the nectar out of it and give yourself new life. So, as an example of this sacred medicine that the hummingbird is, I have found a few flowers in all of these processes. These, since I have been doing a lot of healing sessions and reading sessions, I have also been working with people who has the virus, and some of them who were really in a major crisis. Can you believe we are here in a time that is so powerful and so important for the next generations to come? And this was our sole purpose. This was our sole intention. We chose to come in these times and be here, the generations that we are here in these times. For the people that are passing, that are transcending to the spirit realm, that couldn't survive these processes of this virus, their task was even major, because with their soul and with their journey, they're purifying hundreds of years, if not thousands of years of heavy energy and blockages and limitations and low frequencies. Their medicine is very powerful. That is the flower. There is a lot of suffering and a lot of grieving for the family and the loved ones that are here still. But for those people who are going through this process physically right now, for these people we need to be powerful warriors, because we're stewards and guardians of life energy. We need to protect every brother and sister that is here in service, that is here on their sole purpose, fulfilling it in the infinite ways that we are. The miracle is just to be here already, now, in these times. And then every action we have, every intention we have, every manifestation and every creation of life we have is the extra bonus we are sharing with the world, with the planet. Just our presence is already a miracle. It's already very powerful. For example, when we find the flower in the fact that people now cannot live in the way we used to before, is we are finding out what is essential for us and how well-being, inner peace, your harmony, love, and loved ones are essential to us. We don't need the extra material things. We don't need the extra that we take for granted. Our freedom, we take for granted our life here on this planet. And now we are starting to honor it. We're starting to get the best out of this time at home, hopefully, and out of this time for yourselves. We are very busy doing all the time, and now we have this sacred time and space to just be, and be in service, because that's our nature. Hummingbird medicine is to get the juice out of the flower, to get the epiphanies, to get the awakening, to get the nectar of new life. Be like this hummingbird. The hummingbird is the master of initiative, of creativity and leadership. So for us, this hummingbird medicine is very important in these times. We need to be leaders. We need to lead our family and our community away from despair, from uncertainty, and from confusion, and from fear. We need to have the initiative in walking all together towards a new life, new era, new age. And we need to be very, very creative in finding ways in which we can be of service now that our life completely changed. using internet, using social media, using meditation, using visualizations, rituals. This is the power of the medicine of the hummingbird. And I want to share with you today something about ceremony. For us, ceremony is always. And ceremony is not yours. Ceremony is of the cosmic father, of the cosmic mother. It's of Mother Earth. It's of the elements. It's of the spirits. It's of the universe. It's of the cosmos. They are in ceremony, and we are the center of that ceremony. We're the reason for that ceremony. So this ceremony is for you. All these beings of light, Mother Earth, elemental forces, natural forces, cosmic forces are in ceremony for you. Whether you are conscious or not of this ceremony, you are in it because you are the center of it. You're the reason for it. The air element is in ceremony for you. It's breathing you. The water is in ceremony for you, giving you new life, like the amniotic liquid in the womb of the mother. Is an energy that is bringing to you flow, because the water always flows. Every element is in ceremony for you, but you are the center of it. You're the reason for this ceremony. So we are always in ceremony. Nothing woo-woo about it. Nothing to do with religion, nothing to do with spirituality, nothing to do with any of belief systems. Just life. Simple. In many ancient languages, the word for ceremony is to play. And in Quechua, it means to play also. To be innocent, like a child, and be in life completely in communion and connected. What we need to bring back is innocence. To be pure again. And all the processes we're going through is purifying us, it's cleansing us, it's transforming, and it's taking us through a shift, a transition from an era where we were limited, where we were asleep, to an era where we're going to be fully liberated and evolved and completely awake. When we wake up, everything changes. Regardless of what we went through in our dream, the miracle of waking up is the miracle of new life, is the miracle of birth, rebirth. So this is for us the ceremony. We are in the ceremony of Mother Earth as she is bringing balance back to the whole planet. We're just catching up because we're just waking up. For some of our brothers and sisters throughout the planet, especially in a lot of native land, indigenous land, they never went to sleep. They were always awake. They were always guardians and stewards of life on this planet. So they just continue their mission, their offering, their labor, protecting life on this planet through ceremonies, through rituals, through connecting with this cosmic ceremony. But for some of us, we're just awakening and we're just connecting with this equilibrium and balance taking place. Not only for our Mother Earth, but also with our whole community and with our whole planet. This is the ceremony we need to be conscious of. My recommendation for you, my brothers and sisters, in this ceremony is no longer be very busy struggling, no longer be very busy suffering. Connect with the new life. Connect with the highest frequency vibrations of love that is bringing change and transformation to our planet. It may seem like you have no choice, but you always have free will. And this free will is the gift of the soul. This is for the rest of our lives. It can never be taken. It can never be influenced. It can never be limited. Only you have the last word about it. Use that free will to wake up to this new life, to this new process, global planetary process. It's the time also to ask for support, for help from our powerful family and community, that now it's a global family and it's a global community. Some of you need the help. Some of you need the support. Some of you need the healing. Some of you need the guidance. And some of you are ready to guard life on this planet, are ready to guide people. Some of you are ready to bring healing to the whole planet. You have infinite ways, and right now there is a download of cosmic energy in this new moon for all of us to access and find new ways of being in service. Some of us are attached to the old ways. Some of us are attached to what was before in the past. But when we have attachments, we're also vulnerable, and that's where the destructive forces hits us most and hits us first. So life is about no attachments. Liberate yourselves from all of those attachments. Be ready to completely access a new life. This is the medicine of this new moon. A new cycle, a new life, new perspectives, new approach, and new ways of reaching out to the whole global family. It is no longer just a theory in our mind. It is no longer just a topic. It's a reality. We go through processes now at the planetary level, beyond nationalities, beyond belief systems, beyond religions, beyond all of that. And this is the way we transcend. This is the way we wake up. Be very busy being in service all the way to the planet, but also our communities, but also our local communities, and also our family. And not only our biological family, but our spiritual family, our family in the light, in the heart. It is the time now to be fierce warriors, guardians, and stewards of life on this planet. We have to also access to the powerful forces that are right now in full action, helping and supporting this process. When we access the oracles, when we access the spirit realm in ceremony, the message is very clear. There is nothing to fear. There is nothing to worry about. All of this is part of the process. Everybody involved need to be involved in this process. There are indeed much more intelligent and much more superior forces responsible and in charge of all these processes. Us, in our limited mentality, cannot be responsible for the back of equilibrium and balance on our planet. There are powerful forces that are in charge of that. And many of these forces are coming from the cosmos, from the depths of the cosmos, from the stars, from the different planets. Our Mother Earth is a paradise. Our Mother Earth is precious throughout the universe. Therefore, there are powerful forces protecting it and looking after it. And another thing we need to liberate is guilt. That is heavier than fear. That is heavier than doubt. That is heavier than even shame. Guilt. We are indeed very immature still. And we are indeed not fully evolved. We are still walking in this life unconscious. And we have not been awake in the past. But it's not all our fault. We cannot take on the blame. We cannot take on the guilt. That is very heavy energy. There are other energies and there are other forces that exist in the low frequency that also put in danger the balance and the equilibrium on our planet, the life. And they have since forever. And there's also a lot of external forces that are beyond our solar system that also put in danger life on this planet. We're not fully responsible for the unbalance. These energies were here before us and they'll be here after us. They don't belong to us. We don't belong to these energies either. We need to transcend all of that. And we need to access that superior intelligence that Mother Earth has to bring balance to herself. Notice how she does it. She gives you no choice. So when you access this energy of Pachamama, and when you want to bring balance and inner peace and harmony back to yourself, give it no choice. Do it yes or yes. Don't let anything limit you, neither let anything condition you. This is very important. One of the most important parts of our ceremony today will be to share life energy. For that, I'm going to focus a little bit on our altar. We have here in the altar four sacred stones, one for each direction. We need to send powerful forces to each direction, to send healing energy, to send protection for our family and our community. So for the east, this is a Hiwaya, it's a meteorite stone, it's a star stone. For the east, we're going to share the hummingbird medicine, and we're going to start with that. The east represents the new life, because it's the rising sun. So we work with the east first. When we send the hummingbird to the east, we are bringing for every day, for every new sunrise, powerful medicine of leadership, so that it helps our leaders. It helps our leaders in all realms, in all levels. So we sent the hummingbird medicine to the east. We breathe to the eastern kuya 3 times. From now on, in the east is programmed the energy of leadership, the energy of initiative, the energy of creativity, constantly arriving to us from the east with each sunrise, with each moonrise, with each rising of all the constellations, of all the stars, of all the planets. That's why the east is very important. And then we're going to go clockwise. So the next is the south. South represents the energy that comes to you, is for you. In the south, we have the serpent. The serpent represents the inner world, wrongly translated as the underworld. There's no such a thing as the underworld, just inner world. Whatever that is under you is within Pachamama. So Ukupacha always meant inner world. And our ancestors had the serpent in it because it represents consciousness. It's your emotional, psychological temple. So in the south, we have the awakening of consciousness, because that's the energy that's coming to you as you are sitting with a stone in the west. The southern one is for you, is your backup, is your immediate support, is your help. The southern spirit is for you. And in the south we have the serpent, and it represents that this consciousness keeps flowing, keeps awakening, keeps expanding, keeps ever awakening. This is the power of this powerful southern crystal, southern stone, the serpent. So for the south, we are putting new consciousness, superior consciousness. Being in life fully conscious of this cosmic ceremony, because we are the center of it. For the west, we're going to put the puma. The puma represents presence. Pumas can exist in the mountaintops, in the deserts, in the Amazon. They literally have no limitations. They can exist anywhere. Because they have their 4 paws on Mother Earth, they're fully in communion with Mother Earth. That's the power of the 4-legged ones. So they chose the puma because it represents transcendental presence. Because you sit in the west facing east, the puma is you. Being transcendentally present, regardless of anything that is happening around you. You are here in love, you are here in service, you are here in harmony, and you are here in joy and happiness. And you don't let anything, neither anyone, move you from this transcendental presence. Kai Pacha, this world. So in the west, we are putting with our breath the puma. Did you breathe 3 times to the serpent? I didn't. The 3 breaths is very important, because that's what programs the energy, that's what programs the animal spirit in each direction. Now the north represents the energy that leaves from you. Your intentions, your purpose, your mission. And in the north we have the condor. The reason why we have the condor in the north is because we're always towards liberation. We are always towards clarity. We're always towards the spirit. The condor represents Hanakpacha, or the realm of the gods, the upper realm, the superior consciousness. So our service, our intention and our purpose is constantly towards the sacred spirit and the spirit of humanity and the spirit of Mother Earth and the spirit of nature and the spirit of all the plant kingdom, the spirit of all kingdoms, the spirit of the light. So that's why in the north we have the condor, because with the condor we're going to fly very high. Our purpose is to constantly work towards having a light heart. Our purpose is constantly towards having the picture from above, seeing the bigger picture, having the best perspective. So we breathe 3 times for the condor. And in this way, we have sent to the 4 directions powerful forces of these sacred animals so that we can bring healing to the whole planet. The central one is called an Auki. The central Kuya is the Auki, who is the chief. It's usually a powerful mountain spirit. It's the one you talk with. It's the one that you have your communion with. And these Auki sometimes will ask you to be in the center of the mesa, so that all these animal powers that are in the 4 directions can bring powerful alchemy to you. When you are with the Auki, you are in the center of the mesa. You can talk with the mesa. So this one is the one that connects Pachamama, Mother Earth, and receives the life energy of Mother Earth and transmits it directly to you, because this altar is for you. It's not yours, it's for you. So from Mother Earth, all this powerful life energy comes to you through this altar and through this Auki. This Auki is also responsible of connecting with all the powerful forces of the cosmos and the universe and brings it to this altar and directs it to you. That is the magic, that is the miracle, that is the power of having an altar for yourself, of being a mesa carrier. And this Auki represents the heart of Pachamama, represents the heart of the cosmos, of the universe. It represents the heart of the spirit, represents the heart of all these 4 animals, the heart of the hummingbird, the serpent, the puma, and the condor. It's your backup heart, so that emotionally you can handle anything. So that regardless of what you take on, you can always be capable of dealing with and taking care of anything and everything. So this Auki, this central one, is very important. It also is recommended that it's a crystal, but the reason why this one is here today is because it's a very specific apple. It's a very specific mountain spirit that I have in the center in communion with me at this time. It changes throughout the year. It changes throughout our ceremonies and according to what we need, who we need as an important ally there. So this is the basic introduction to our mesa, to the 4 directions and these animal powers that are set for now to do this healing work. All this setting can change anytime. And we're changing it all the time. So now that our mesa is programmed, we must always have some smudge. We must always have... This time I'm going to use Florida water. It's a sacred essence of flowers and different plants. So we just bless it. And we bless that program that we just did. And we will put it as a bundle. This medicine bundle is our connection to Pachamama, is to the cosmos, to the universe. For thousands of years, our ancestors were carrying a personal altar. I don't know if there is such a concept anywhere in the planet. It's pretty unique here in the Andes. Can you believe we have a personal altar? Like, it's a personal altar. And then your body is an altar, and then your house is an altar, and then your village is an altar, and then Mother Earth is an altar, and even Mother Earth is part of a bigger altar, and so on, and so on, and so on. It constantly expands. How it began for me in this path as a medicine man, it began in ceremony. Just becoming conscious of this cosmic ceremony ever happening always, and realizing that we are the centers of this cosmic ceremony. Everything else that we do in ceremony are rituals, powerful rituals. But the most important is to realize that we are always in ceremony. Whether we are on a mountaintop meditating, whether we are in front of a computer working, whether we are in a kitchen cooking, wherever we are, that all is happening thanks to that cosmic ceremony. Thanks to all the elements and all the powerful forces being there for you. So in this way, to the 4 directions throughout our planet, and it will cover the whole planet with Sami, which is high frequency energy, blessings, light energy. Each Kuya, each animal power will be responsible of directing that light energy for you. This is the power of the Mesa, and this is the way we have sent healing energy to all our family, to all our community, to all the planet, to everybody that had sent intentions, to everybody that had sent their whatever prayers that they needed, healing that they needed for their children, for their relatives, for their friends. We are powerful guardians of life energy here now, and we need to be fierce and powerful in protecting life on this planet. Now, this is one of the purposes we came here for. One of the main soul purposes. Besides having the experience here on Pachamama, we came here to be guardians of life energy. We are honorary guests of Mother Earth. When our time here is complete, we will return to the divine origins, to the absolute sun where we come from. I want to also, with this Mesa now, send a sacred prayer for all our brothers and sisters that send their intentions, for the healing, for love, for liberation from all suffering and struggles, from liberation of guilt, fear, confusion, whatever other limitations that are not letting us be of best service in this moment. For the awakening and the evolution of our consciousness to that superior self, so that we can be better guardians of life on this planet, so that we can protect and take better care of our family and our community globally. With that, we're complete with our Mesa. Now we're going to access our sacred oracle. If you have any questions, if you have anything that you need guidance on, this is the time. It's part of our ceremony now. We will see what the first questions come in. We will do these live questions. So just send them. One of the messages that it's coming from the oracle right now for everybody is, we don't need to learn how to be in service. We don't need to learn how to follow our passion, our soul purpose. That is already within us. And we just need to tap into it. We need to remember anything and everything that we need to be of best service in this planet now is within us already. Whatever teachers and masters and guides show you, it's only a reference to go deeper inside. And this is what we're accessing right now in this oracle. Whatever that you need, you already have within you. Just access it and tap into it and give it as an offering. We are in a time right now where we can no longer depend, we can no longer be conditioned by guides and teachers. You need to access the inner master. You need to access the inner teacher. First question, Erika. A ver. It's possible, Erika. And another thing that I want to share around this with our family is, yes, by the way, the question was if you could get pregnant this year, you can. What I want to tell you is the children that are arriving now, they're coming ready for this new era. They're coming with the new genetic coding, with the new cellular data, ready to take care of the processes that we're going to go through later on. So these children are very sacred, are very powerful. So it's the best time to bring them. There's a lot of people that have a lot of fear around this. You must liberate those fears and limitations. So yes, it's possible this year. Okay? A ver. Next question. Constance. You have a big heart, Constance, and your service is always to help people, to support people in their process. So you will continue doing that for family, for community. You have the gift to be also a healer. You have the gift to access the medicine of Pachamama and share that with the family and the community. Carla Smith. How to access your nature and wisdom. You are a free being. You have that spirit of a condor. So your true nature is to be free. Your true nature is to fly way above all these situations and all these difficulties. You will be a very powerful guide and you will be a very powerful guardian for your family and your community. Gwen Hodder. Gwen, there's a limitation. There is some blockage that is not letting you be the master that you are, to be the guide that you are right now. You must liberate all those blockages. They have to do some with relationship, they have to do some with emotional process. So take very good care of your emotional process, please. Liberty Rangel. To let go of fear and to let go of doubt. When you doubt, you are blocking all the doorways, you are blocking... you bring blockages to your life. So let go of doubt, please. For Lydia, when we want to connect with our ancestors, the first thing is to believe in them, in their power. Knowing about them and calling on them is not enough. You have to know that ancestral force is a very powerful force on this planet. The very reason why we're going through these processes in the way we're going is thanks to our ancestors. We have their backup, we have their help, we have their guidance. They're the ones who are helping us right now in this process. So you need to believe in their power. This is the message for you. Tanya. Tonya Ellis. You are in your full potential, you're in your full power. Like, I usually say, don't take on fear, don't take on too much of this heavy energy, take care of yourself. In your case, you're ready to take on anything and help people. You're a powerful, fierce warrior, and none of these heavy energies is anything for you. You are much more powerful. Though look after your stomach. There's something in your digestive process, some emotional things that are there for a long time. They need to be liberated. Whatever that needs to be forgiven, whatever that needs to be liberated with people, with family, do it. It will be for your health. Anna Claire Lotti. With your spirit guides, what is important is not only to trust them, but there's a reason why they're guides. They see the way, they know the way, and it's not for them to show you, but for them to lead you, for them to take you. Your guides are very powerful. They're very generous. They don't just tell you which direction to take. They actually take you with them. And for that, you need to know you are protected. You need to know you are well taken care of. Okay? Cameron Dina. Remember what we talked about attachments? You need to liberate attachments, Cameron. You have some things that you are clinging to, and that's keeping you from going forward. That's keeping you from moving forward. When we have attachments, we become vulnerable, and when the destructive forces come, we're hit the most where we have attachments. So liberate those attachments. For Pamela McBride. You live on love. Love is very important for you. And right now you need it. So give it to yourself without doubts, without fear. Take it from family, take it from your partner, take it from wherever you can take from. Love is very important for you. You literally breathe on love. Okay? So love is very important for you. Nova Scott. You will be able to do it. You'll make it happen this summer. This process is accelerating very fast. Some people were asking if there is going to be a second wave of this virus in the world. Yes, it comes in waves, but in waves it's not coming back. In waves it's leaving. It's leaving. And the process of overcoming it and transcending from this virus is going to be faster and faster and faster all the time now. So by the time we meet in full moon, believe me, there will be a major shift, major changes happening. So yes, by summer you'll be able to do it. For Yelenita. Is in Florida, sí or no? Yes, of course. Get your license. It is very important. And whatever limitations present itself, Yelena, we will remove it. Janet Lin. Not to lose your, remember what we're talking about being in your center, not to let the news, to not let any other people move you from your center. Like stay centered, stay grounded. Don't let anybody take you into fear, because that is not your process. Your process is beautiful, is rising up, is finding clarity. So you will have more of it. Even though you may not like what you see, still you will have more clarity. Liz Delgado. It's you need to open your heart. It has to do with love and with having had a past relationship that was very deceiving or very frustrating, and your heart wanted to close, and that's why you're not being able to commune or be in harmony on the right side. The right side represents the masculine polarity, so it's with men. So you need to liberate that. You need to heal that. Whatever forgiving or liberation you need to do with men, do it. Andrea Patricia. There's no blockage anymore. There's nothing limiting you. Just you need more vitality, more passion to make things happen. Whatever that you're dreaming of, whatever that your intentions are, your willpower is not in harmony with your intentions, with your passion, with your fire. So you need to activate that. There is also some heavy energy that needs to be removed, Andrea. And you can do that by visualizing yourself inside the crystal. Sarah Beasley. No worries, no stress. You are a hummingbird. You need to fly from flower to flower and get the juice out of it. Don't let any of this stress, any of these worries become a burden on you. Stay free. Even though things are not looking good very right now, it's temporary. Things are going to shift faster than we imagine. Jeanette Bradley. You need to access your healing energy, Jeanette, and you need to start working as a medicine woman. This is the time. Everybody, for some people, as I said, it's very important to access now the time to be in service. It's very important for people to start healing from your very houses, just with prayers, just like we did with the Mesa, by programming powerful forces on their direction, and taking on as little as possible on you, because there's a lot of heavy energy, and it's actually affecting people and people's health, people's well-being. So for some people, don't take it on. And for some people, you're ready to raise your vibration so high that no low frequency can actually bear to be around you or near you. A ver. Kathy Diariano. You need to connect and believe in the power of Mother Earth. You need to believe and connect with the power of the spirit realm. While you don't believe, you can't have access to it. So you need to believe. You need to start your communion and your connection in the spirit realm. Jennifer Shoemaker. I see a move, Jennifer. There is possibly a move coming up for you. You may not stay there. Satya Tara. Cats are very powerful. They're allies of the soul. So cats are always talking with our soul. Whenever we don't listen to our soul or to our ancestors, the cats will try to take our attention. They will use the cats to get our attention. So the cat is biting you in order for you to listen to the ancestors or to listen to your soul. So it's actually a very powerful ally you have there with you. Jim Rogers. You're a little bit tired, Jim. You need to take care of your physical body. You need to look after your well-being and your vitality. There has been a lot of things that you took on and that has been overworking you. So physically you're a little bit tired, but psychologically and emotionally you're sharp. You're ready to take on whatever process in the planet and help a lot of people. Okay, my brothers and sisters, I will be doing 3 more. Jessica Lynn. Not so much right now, because it would mean a lot of extra work for you. You know, the work as a farmer takes a lot of vitality and a lot of willpower from you, and you are still in the process of healing yourself, of recovering your full capacity and potential. Right now, you need to take care of yourself. Later is possible. Delta Light, Rainbow Brother. Oh, speaking of rainbow, there's a way we can connect with the rainbow energy, and it's very powerful. Apparently, in each region of the earth, one of the rays of the rainbow is the lineage we carry. Only one of those rays is here in the Andes. The rest is throughout the planet. So that's why all these different cultures have different belief systems and different ways of connecting with spirit and different ways of connecting with the divine origins. So they will be as unique as each ray, but they belong to the light. They don't belong to their color. So for us, we need to connect with the rainbow so that we can carry a planetary lineage. No lineage, no tradition, no belief system exists separate from me in the planet. I have absolute communion with all of them because I reach through them, since it's a bridge, I reach through them to the divine light. So thank you for your comment, Delta. For you, the rainbow becomes a very powerful staff to access healing energy so that you can help our brothers and sisters. A ver. Leah Motlow. They want you to be free. The Apus want you to access absolute freedom in all levels, and mostly financially. And you will be manifesting that in your life. Pachacuti Tawanting Suyu. That's a beautiful name, by the way. You're stuck, Pachacuti. Something is not letting you move forward. And it's actually just a little doubt. Is whether you do this or whether you do that. The message of the coca leaves for you is continue with what you originally planned, because that's where there's also abundance. That's where growth and evolution is. The shifts that may come up right now are only temporarily, and they're not necessarily very solid to trust or to take in. So continue with what you originally planned. This is very important. And remove any heavy energies like jealousy from around you. You know how to do this. Okay, my loves, I'm going to do this last one randomly. I mean, nothing is random, but this is Mikhail. It's written in another language. Yes, of course, you can use these answers to share with others. This is a message, we will continue these ceremonies constantly, and we will continue teaching about the Mesa. We will create these programs. We will continue opening up the Oracle for a lot of people. If anybody needs sessions, continue connecting to us through the email that you know. And we will continue guiding you so that we can go deeper into whatever that your processes are. I'm here for you in service, and everything is Aini, everything is reciprocity, nothing goes one way. I love that now thank you also for whatever gifts and donations you've been sending that's supporting the family and the community. You can never eat your whole harvest yourself. You have to share it. So this is also welcomed and gratefully received. And my grandfather had a prayer when he received a gift. He used to say, I may not be able to give you back in the same way as you were gifting me, but when it comes back to you, may it come back to you 1,000 times more. The beauty of this is, with this gratitude prayer, he made his receiving unconditional. And that is very powerful. You must learn how to receive unconditionally. And then you can give unconditionally. When you don't receive unconditionally, you cannot give unconditionally. Regardless of how much you're giving, and like you're giving your whole life and everything more, it's never enough, and they always want more. The reason is because you are not receiving also. So, Mikhail, thank you for your comment. With that, we will complete. We will put a prayer for all of you now to complete our ceremony for the new moon. And I say again, I'm sorry I'm not making despachos, offerings for Mother Earth right now, neither for people online. We're only programming those for powerful times like solstice and equinox, this year especially. So in solstice and equinox, we will see each other in a despacho ceremony for sure. Then you can include your prayers. We will indeed open up this portal of doing it through these through the internet, through these live ceremonies, and what other ways also is possible. We're here to support, we're here to help the healing process that is happening of our whole global family. And of course, we're here to catch up with the powerful forces that are already in action from Mother Earth, from the cosmos, from the universe. So whatever intentions you have right now, you can also send them. I will put it in this coca leaf into. Yes, infinite blessings for all of our brothers in all the nations. Infinite blessings for all of our sisters in all the nations throughout the planet. Especially for those who are right now going through physical issues and physical processes with this virus. And again, a big, huge prayer for the people that have had recently any grieving processes for the last year, people that have had any losses. There, as I told you, these souls came in these times specifically for these times to take with them a lot of the process that we can't deal with, we can't transform while we're here. So it is very important that these people that are now in the ancestral realm, their souls, their spirits of light, they're fully liberated. So to them, we send a crystal condor so that they're carried through the river of life back to the divine origins. So we're sending crystal condor to all the people that have passed recently and in the last year also. For all our families that are far away, that may not be safe, to be away from harm, to be protected, to be guided, to be taken care of. For all of our brothers and sisters, especially our elders, to be in their absolute vitality and to be strong and to not to be vulnerable anymore. For our children, yes, our children especially, because they are the instant source of new life, of life energy and vitality. If you're feeling in low energy, go close to children, go close to babies. They are here as part of the new era, and they have a completely different process than we do. So they can support us and help us better, actually. Oh yes, addictions. Same thing as attachments. Big help and big support for all of our brothers and sisters who are in their addiction problems, and they need also liberation from it. Whatever emotional, psychological, physical processes, may they become gentle now with this new moon until we arrive to the full moon. May the healing process and the awakening process and the transition process and the transformation process accelerate and be gentle. Any other intentions that you have set? Okay. Yes, we need peace of mind, peace and harmony within ourselves. Oh, believe me, this is a very powerful medicine we need right now, because we don't want chaos. We don't want anything to be chaotic, because in chaos there's a lot of violence, and with violence there's a lot of trauma, and with trauma there's a lot of heart process. So for there to be peace and for there to be harmony and for everything to go in a loving, gentle process for everybody. Our fire is asking me for the coca leaf, so I'm gonna need only one more intention. Oh yes, for this process to be this year and to be complete even before the end of this year for sure. Whatever processes, whatever difficulties will be indeed liberated this year. Thank you, my brothers and sisters. With this, we will complete our ceremony of the new moon. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me in this ceremony today. We are connected. We are always in ceremony. And we are always supporting and assisting our family globally. Thank you.